get people through telepathy like that.
I was about to thank you for a job well done on stopping that Inquisitor, but then I remembered how headachingly retarded you are. Of course I can contact people telepathically. I'm the motherfucking Emperor.
So why haven't you ever done that earlier? Like, before the text-to-speech device was implemented?
I have you fucking Chiquita man. Quite a few times in fact.
Oh, really? I haven't heard anything at all.
Have you ever used telepathy?
No, I haven't, sir. I'm not a psycho. I think.
Then shut the fuck up about it. You're obviously not aware that using telepathy to communicate like that can be really straining on the mind.
But my lord, aren't you the greatest psycho in the galaxy? Shouldn't a little bit of telepathy be like taking a casual killing stroll through a field of alarmed Eldar to you?
It was easier in the past, when my psyche wasn't ravished to lunacy, and splintered by the endless agonizing torment I received from sitting on this throne. Slowly but surely I'm having my soul torn apart by the entropy of the warp grinding against the powers of my mind, while my body decays in perpetual pain, and I'm being forced to live through every second of it.
Endless torment, my lord? Lunacy? Your soul being torn apart? What?
You don't have to remind me about what I just said, you fucking asshole. I'm not that senile just yet.
I didn't know it was like that, my lord. I'm so sorry.
Isn't it obvious? I've been sitting here on this fucking throne for 10,000 years, slowly rotting away while constantly powering the Astronomicon, and fighting off the horrors of the warp at the same time. It's no walk in the fucking park, you dipshit. Just sitting still without moving for this long is horrible. Can you even begin to imagine the muscle cramps I have experienced? Also, my nose has been itching like a lawnmower ever since I was put here. It doesn't even exist anymore, but it just keeps itching. And I know exactly who to blame for it.
Ergo, I hate you and everything you stand for. But phantom itching is probably the best thing you ever invented. And then he'll explode, destroying mankind, and then he will join us as a new Chaos God! Just as planned!
Oh, this excitement and torment is getting me so damn horny! Anyone can please run this chair next deep inside me and run it as hard as you can!
When the ever-living motherfucking cock biscuits stole my chain axe!
Oh, my Emperor. To think that you suffered this absolutely atrocious fate to keep mankind alive. You truly are the graceful guardian of our entire species.
Thanks, I get that a lot. So yes, sitting on this throne for an extended period of time is absolutely grade A fucking awful.
No wonder you use profanity all the time.
Shut up, you fucking cockstogies, and fuck, my fucking nose is killing me, fucking damn.
I know, let's change the subject. Maybe that'll get your mind off it.
Do it fucking fast. I'm feeling a giant warp storm incoming.
So how about those trade legions, huh?
Everyone, you have to listen. It better be important, number 87453. We are busy staring at this piece of metal. We've received absolutely technorific news.
Ooh, did they move Toaster 6 stage today?
Even better, they've found a new STC fragment on a planet right on the border of the Segmentum Solar, in the so-called Arroyor subsector.
Is this really true?
Yes, an expedition fleet is on its way right now.
Oh, I just oiled my robes.
Am I still alive? Oh damn, I'm still alive!
Magnus, Fulgrim, Perturabo, Mortarian, Lorgar, Conrad, Enron, Alpharius Omegon, and fucking Horus. My sons, created in the laboratories of Luna, made out of my very own genes. To think that they would ever fucking forgive me.
Whoa! Well, my lord, Lee, Sleeman, Russ, Ferris, Manus, Vulcan, Roble Dawn, Robert Gullivan, Sanguinius, Lionel Johnson, Jagatai Khan, and Corvus Corax remain loyal to you.
That's still not fucking good enough. I was a great fucking father to all of them, even if they all had their obvious flaws. Magnus being a nerdy fucking bookworm, and a psyker not ever being able to stand up to the brothers who bullied him over it. Fulgrim being a sissy fucking brown noser who would rather indulge himself in his secret quest to obtain more fabulous hair than me. To this day, he has not succeeded. Perturabo was always so volatile and childish, constantly bitching and moaning when he didn't get as he wanted. Mordarian constantly smelled like shit from day one. Lorgar was a brainwashed choir boy with a massive victim complex. Conrad couldn't stand a little fucking sunlight, and kept feeling persecuted by his fantasies about a dark and depressing future. Angron was constantly mad. Like, extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad. Probably because he had those fucking nails in his brain. Alpharius Omegon had huge anonymity issues, and fucking Horror started off nice and friendly, but then he decided to stop trusting me when I left for Terra and became an edgy rebel instead, leading all traitor legions to Terra and then put me on this fucking throne.
Right, my lord. It is no wonder the most flawed sons of yours betrayed you. The pure, noble, and flawless ones were to remain, naturally.
I'd agree with you, but nope. Even the loyal ones were flawed as fuck. Leman Russ was bigoted, self-righteous, unnecessarily rash, and had a fetish for wolves. Ferris Manus was a brutish-ass brat with a survival of the fittest mindset, thinking all quote-unquote weakness within the human species needed to be destroyed. Falcon died all the fucking time, and was always too damn nice. Rogaldorn was just way too uptight, and brutally honest, never being capable of even telling a white little lie to make someone feel better about themselves. Robert Gilliman always acted infallible in his steadfast clinging to everything being held traditional, plain and unconfucking-ventional, yet wasn't as infallible as he wanted to believe. Lionel Johnson was just a mess, being both a self-absorbed, spiteful and envious prick and an honorable, courageous and dutiful warrior at the same time. Fucking confusing. Jagat Khan was always so fucking reckless and constantly hyped on speed. And lastly, Corvus Corax was always so infernally fucking angsty.
Oh, I see, my lord. Wait, what about Sanguinius?
Don't you talk shit about my fabulous fucking hawk boy. He died for me, so be grateful.
Alright, of course. Well, what about those other two Primarchs? I don't even remember their names.
We don't talk about them.
Why?
Because we don't talk about them.
Right, I won't ask again. However, I just cannot understand why they'd betray you.
I know, right? I mean, sure, Lorgar grew up on a planet full of chaos worshippers, but that doesn't mean he couldn't start using his fucking brain. Especially once I came along to straighten him out. The rest seemingly just did it because they either were corrupted by chaos through Lorgar, took too much offense when I told them I had some daddy things to do back on Terra, or when I tried to correct them when they were doing stupid things.
I have to ask, since that's apparently my duty nowadays, why did you not tell them what you were going to do back on Terra?
Well, what was I supposed to say? I can't just tell my own children that I'm building a gate into the webway because I need some booty and Eldar prostitutes are cheaper and a lot less shoddy.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, I can't just tell them that I'm building a gate into the webway because humanity needs some booting up in its transportation department and Eldar webways are safer and a lot less shoddy than warp travel.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I could not take any risks with this project, and telling my sons would indeed have created unnecessary risks. Their trust in me should not have swayed when I left. It's not like I'm demanding full access disclosure to their everyday lives, even if I am their father. I mean, imagine if I had, for example, stepped into Lionel Johnson's room, and been all like, hey sonny, how's building that homosexual nightclub coming along for you?
Oh yes, I fully understand, my lord.
In fact, as well as returning to Terra to build the human webway, I guess you could also say that I was testing them to see how my sons would work together without me to guide them. As it turned out, not much better than regular humans left to their own devices.
I see. Can I ask about another thing?
You're going to anyway, regardless of how I answer, aren't you?
Even if all of your sons are obviously flawed, isn't there anything good about them? I mean, even the ones who betrayed you? Is there anything good you see in them?
Well, now that you mention it,